Hi everyone, it's Chris from the podcast. There's a little bit of dodgy audio on this one at my end. My apologies, production's not quite as good this time around. It will be better in future. Hope you enjoy listening and hope you've had a good bank holiday.
Welcome to Confusions of a 30-something. I'm Graham Glossop, and guess what? I can lick my elbow. No, I can't. That's a big fat lie.
My name's Chris Walker, and I am still sat in my pyjamas. I may not leave them all day.
Yes, that's what working from home life is all about, isn't it, Chris?
It really is. This is a result of having shite weather at stupid o'clock on a Saturday morning. And then going back to sleep. And then you've got to record a podcast.
Okay, so what would? So the podcast isn't a reason to get changed out of pyjamas, but what is a reason for you to get changed out of your pyjamas?
What, now? Having company? Or having to leave the house?
That's my number one reason to get changed, to leave the house.
Yeah. I suppose even if you have company, you're in your own domain, aren't you? So, Sodom.
Yeah, I mean, as long as you're just decent from the waist up, you're fine on video chats and stuff. I think pretty much everyone just sits in their pants, don't they?
I reckon so. I must admit, I feel a bit grim when I've been sat in my pyjamas all day, but for the first few hours, it's quite nice until you get unbearably sort of sweaty and uncomfortable. You think, right, now I need a shower and need to wear grown-up clothes like jeans.
It's like having a little treat, though, isn't it? When you know you're that just bag of filth, you're like, right, I'm going to treat myself to a shower, then I'm going to put some fresh pyjamas on and some fresh clothes on, right. And you feel like a new person, don't you?
Well, after you've just been fermenting for the last 3 hours or whatever it's been.
Yeah, I can relate, mate. Definitely there with you on that one.
Oh, well, shall we get discussing some stuff, mate? So, Graham, I'm going to lead with a confusion that I've had this week. And it's a bit of a broad one, but one particular thing got me thinking about it. And it is a subject we have touched on in the past, so we're not going to spend too long talking about it. It's the stupidity of people. Like, key example here, the Hyde Park protests. People protesting about being in lockdown, using it as a platform to campaign against 5G yet again, and people who are anti-vaxxers as well. And I just think, what is wrong with us as a species?
I'm shaking my head just thinking, like, I mean, I believe in like logic and science. I'm not a religious person or you know, take anything too like seriously off the bat. Basically, I don't read something and believe it straight away. But all I'm thinking of, these people must have some kind of belief or some kind of righteousness inside them that brings all the passion out in them to keep doing it and spreading it, and actually leaving the house and going down to Hyde Park and being there in person to show their, like, you know, enthusiasm over it. I don't get it.
I wonder whether it's maybe linked into people's mental health and things like that.
What? You can't say that. You can't say linked to them. You're just literally saying they're mental then. You can't say that.
You sort of sent me something the other day, didn't you? Saying, like, how the hell is this meant to work? Let's talk about home cures.
Oh, yeah. Home cures. These are things that are obviously for the coronavirus. So obviously Trump thinks malaria tablets are something that's going to work. I think that's been disproven as well. Saying that
it's shown that it actually makes you more vulnerable to dying.
Yeah. Yeah. I was just going to run through a couple that I've seen over like social medias. Garlic water. So boiling garlic in water and then gargling it. That's supposed to cure it. wait till we get to the next one.
Doctor, I've got a problem. I've got garlic water. It's oozing out of me.
The only side effect is like there's not going to be any beneficial ones apart from just stinking of garlic and warding off any nearby vampires or something. But I know garlic's supposed to be good for like the digestive system and stuff like that. I get that, but not for your immune system. Yoga was another one. Apparently, yoga can cure anything if you breathe really heavy and bend your scrotum in the right direction. you can cure coronavirus. Apparently,
I tried yoga the other week.
Did you?
I did. I tried it in the other week. It was the first or second week of lockdown. I decided I'd give something like yoga or Pilates a go because I've got time.
Stick a YouTube video on.
Yeah. I managed to find one that wasn't too patronising. Because in my head, all I could think of was some woman who like believes in crystals and their magic, with very long ringlety hair. You could just get in tune with your spirit. You feel your energy taking your life force, just bringing all those positives back in, and then push out. That's what I had in my head. It wasn't too bad. Now, the slight distraction was the yoga teacher just happened to be incredibly attractive. It was picked at random.
What a coincidence!
It is a coincidence, isn't it?
I almost don't believe that as much as I don't believe 5G masks are responsible for coronavirus.
I genuinely looked for beginners yoga, and I tried to find the first one where they didn't do my head in really badly. She did say something like heart over pelvis, head over heart. She did say that a lot. But I did give it a go. And I'll be fair to yoga. I can see the bits on flexibility, can understand that. Like, particularly if you've got like old injuries and that sort of thing. What I don't believe in is magic chakras that are going to protect you from coronavirus or influenza.
I think it's just another way to get another audience in, isn't it? The power of chakra can protect you against corona and a nail to the heart. No. So you did yoga once, and I thought you would have had to do it for like 6 months to find any like benefits or anything.
Yeah, I just kind of forgot or couldn't be asked.
Did you do it all, or did you just do 10 minutes? I think that's his crap.
No, I did a half an hour session following everything on the video, so it probably took me about an hour with a bit of practice and stuff like that. It wasn't overly easy to do because when I was trying to do various stretches and things like that, the cat would start batting me on the head when my head was on the floor and things like that, thinking I was coming to play with her and making me laugh. Like, it's not really going to work out, is it? And then I just never got round to doing it again.
I've only done yoga twice in my life. I know both times actually. I've really not struggled, but it was a bit of a workout because by the end of it, I was sweating, I was hot, I was on one foot trying to balance, and I could just feel like my shin twitching. And like bits of my leg and foot that I didn't even know had muscle in it and stuff were just like flickering and spasming everywhere. And I was really trying my best.
You look like a Yorkshire pudding trying to do gymnastics.
Yeah, that's just, I looked an absolute idiot, but I tried my best. I fell down. Well, when I say fell down, I had to use my other foot to support myself a few times. But yeah, I mean, I see it when you master it, you can, benefit. I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, it's just bending and stretching to me.
Well, if we did say if we're going to break the states one way or another, so I think we have got a YouTube channel with the episodes on so far. Maybe we should start doing our own hot yoga classes and look utterly tragic, sweating, trying to do the most basic poses.
Right, Chris, I've got 2 more stupid cures for coronavirus. I'm going to give you an option between the 2 of them, right? Here we go. So just, Chris, imagine you've got coronavirus, right? You're in bed, you've got the flu-like symptoms, you can't breathe. And the 2 options to cure yourself are A, drinking bleach, or B, drinking a semen cocktail. Now, the semen could be mine if you like, or it could be somebody of your own choice. It's up to you.
Smells similar.
But I mean, take your time, have a good think about it. Drinking bleach or semen cocktail, and it's ratio. If I know you're going to ask that, the ratio is going to be 80% semen, 10% strawberries, and 10% water.
I feel like we're back on garlic water again. The problem is, I know bleach would kill me, so I'm gonna have to go after your tatey water. Oh no,
tatey water. Don't get pregnant. But I mean, you'd think most people like yourself would have the common sense to know that bleach is poisonous and will kill you.
Yeah.
Apparently, some people have done that, drank bleach or gargled it or done something like that.
This came from what Trump said, didn't it? He had a press conference, didn't he, where he's saying that maybe we can look at injecting bleach or words to that effect because it can kill it. It wasn't a completely direct quote, but everyone just thought, what are the Americans going to do next? And apparently some did. Which is just insane. But then,
it's just sad to think.
What an insane man, as a president of the United States, to even make a stupid off-the-cuff remark like that. And that's giving him a lot of benefit of the doubt, which he doesn't deserve. But go on then. So we know the bleach one doesn't work. How is drinking semen supposed to cure anything other than your craving for drinking semen?
I have no idea what the science is behind it, but supposedly the proteins are supposed to be something that helps towards boosting the immune system, or the little sperms just run around your bloodstream, battling, fighting. Sperm doesn't work like that. But the story...
You've got super aggressive sperm. Get out of the fucking way, lad. I'm going for that egg. I saw first.
Well, let me get to the story, right? So this woman's in a long-distance relationship, and she firmly believes that semen has helped her boost her immune system and ward off the coronavirus. So on a regular basis, she gets her boyfriend to jizz, ejaculate, spunk.
I don't think we need any more words for it. I think we get the point.
Sperm. Into like little capsules that he then posts to her. Like posts it, first class. And she freezes it into like little ice cubes, and then pops them in.
What?
Yeah, that's what she does. And
she's American, isn't she?
There's no evidence. She's not been tested or anything.
She's American, isn't she?
I think she might be English,
really?
actually. Thinking about it.
Serves me right for being xenophobic. Which I'm not. I just assumed that this would have come from the States for some reason. It's the sort of thing that I expect to see. Like, meanwhile, in America, and then there'll be someone drinking bleach or trying to shoot coronavirus with a combat shotgun or something.
This is what's scary, though, isn't it? Like you were saying with Trump, people are impressionable, aren't they? People will look up to their kind of idols, regardless of who they are.
Yep.
People can believe in whoever they want, but they will take it as gospel, won't they? And it just jeopardises them and puts them in danger if they take it too literal.
I can't believe that people don't critically think about what they read when it's from a politician anyway, but this kind of brings me nicely back to my point then, that the human race is terrifyingly stupid at times, considering how far we're meant to have come and what we should be capable of, and then what we actually do is quite a different thing, isn't it? So,
yeah.
No wonder, if there is intelligent life out there in the universe, which surely there has to be just by the mathematical odds, that there are aliens and stuff with some level of intelligence and civilizations and stuff like that, if the universe is infinite. No wonder they're giving us a fucking wide berth.
Well, they've got a few millennia to still evolve yet.
We're going to have to wait until their tails have grown back. before we're going anywhere near these. Is it? Can you imagine like Kodos and Kang from The Simpsons, isn't it, coming over and having a look?
Yeah.
Like just aliens coming over now, like hacking into our news channels and having a look. So that they are scared of 5G. This is primitive. You might get like an alien that actually appreciates stuff like that, like the alien equivalent of Fred Dibnah or something, popping over. Oh, see, the thing with human race is I've got a lot of admirations for them, like they're Victorians and stuff. You know, like we don't use that level of craftsmanship anymore on Gamatron 4.9 like they're doing over there. That knows. An alien Fred Dibnah on Sunday afternoon alien TV. I could watch that, I reckon. So, going back to this Hyde Park protest thing, I didn't realise that Piers Corbyn... Well, I didn't actually realise who he was in the first place. I didn't realise that was Jeremy Corbyn's brother. What
I didn't know.
A contrast that is.
I didn't even know until you told me, mate.
What? Imagine games of Risk or Monopoly in that household with those two. But that did get me thinking about sibling rivalries in general. What was yours like? Because you've got a sister, haven't you?
Yeah, when we were younger, we used to fight all the time and stuff. Like even at school, especially at home. I think the main thing we used to fight about was the remote, and that whoever had the remote had the power. You got to choose.
Lazy kids.
Yeah.
There's a 21st century setting if you ever saw one.
Oh, yeah, these were the days, weren't they, before on-demand TV where you could watch where you want, when you want, blah, blah, blah. You had to watch what was given to you at the designated time slot. So if you had the remote, you got to choose.
I assume you both agreed on Funhouse. That it should always be on for the go-kart race.
Oh, yeah. I mean, after school, CITV was a standard. We watched, what did we watch? Yeah, Funhouse. There was Zap. That was a good one, wasn't it? Wizardora. They would all be on there.
Wizardora. Yeah, I remember that.
We adore
her. You're the one that can brighten up our day. I think. Is that how it went?
That's the one, yeah. But yeah,
Playdays.
Yeah.
Was that a bit further back? Playdays.
Yeah, that's further back, that one. That was like early morning kid stuff, wasn't it? Yeah, so like if you had the remote in your hand, you'd get just absolutely pummeled, just beaten up until you let go. That grasp of the remote was released. You'd take it, and then that's it. Winner, chicken dinner.
See, how many years are between you and your sister? 2 or 3, something like that?
Yeah, about 2 or 3. What about yours, brother?
My brother's nearly 9 years older.
Oh, right, so you just got beat up all the time, though?
Basically, I just get my arse handed to me.
Just have to submit.
I just have to submit. I remember I used to like sit on my head and fart and stuff like that.
Yes.
Do you know what? Most of the time he was all right. Like he was quite good. He shared his stuff with me and things like that. Most of the time he was all right. He had his moments of being an absolute prick. I'm going to highlight one of them for you. So, do you remember when the wheelie bins got delivered? When that was a new thing?
Yes, because there used to be the tin
that's right.
trash cans, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
That
and
now
they were
used
really
for
small
bonfires
as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
But from what I remember, the wheelie bins weren't in use for weeks because we grew up in Sheffield. It's a reasonably big place by UK standards. So it took a long time to roll them all out properly, ready for delivery, and then they'd start using the new trucks and stuff, yeah?
Yeah.
So people were messing about with the wheelie bins at the time, like putting your mate in it and running up and down the road and that sort of thing, or rolling down a grass banking in one, that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Me and my friend would have been probably 8, something like that, when they got delivered. And my brother and his friend used to taunt us quite a lot because they would have been like 15 or something like that, 15, 16, around that sort of age range. Apparently I can't do basic maths for 8.5 years difference, but it's by the by. And they used to talk. I remember them shoving us in the wheelie bin once and told us that we're going to the woods. And we're going to see, imagination here, Binny. Binny was a legendary paedophile that they'd made up that lived in the woods.
So,
Binny McLean.
did Binny have
I
like
remember
a
us being
backstory or
terrified. I
something?
don't want to see Binny. I don't want to see Binny. He lives in the treehouse in the woods. He waits for little boys.
Oh my god!
I know, dark shit, right?
You're a
I
little
remember
boy.
like shutting the lid on us and like banging us down all the because there was loads of steps down into the woods. Like me and my friend like banging heads in this wheelie bin, being shoved down. We're going to see Binny. We're going to see Binny.
Why are you being sacrificed? What had you done to him?
I think they were just dicks because they were just teenage lads bullying us. And I think they said his surname was McLean, Binny McLean, which I think was around the sort of time that Bitty McLean was in the charts with "When It's Raining, It's Raining." They went, "When it's raining, it's raining. Do, 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 do. Tears from my eyes." Do you remember that?
No.
There was like a bit of a sort of reggae pop explosion in the early mid-90s. There was a lot of like reggae pop crossover stuff like Big Mountain, Baby I Love Your Way and that sort of thing, and Aswad and that sort of crap, and Inner Circle, Sweat. You must remember Sweat.
No, I'm going to have to play it back. I've got a terrible memory, you know this.
Yeah, girl, I want to make you sweat. Sweat till you can't sweat no more. And if you cry out, I'm going to push it some more. Which is a fucking filthy song for kids to be singing, by the way.
Yeah, because I probably weren't allowed to listen to that kind of music.
It was like number 1 or something. Certainly top 5. But yeah, that's one of the most evil things he ever did to me. And the other main one, don't worry, I got my fucking own back big time on this. He grassed me up for drinking on the park when I was a teenager. When he had to come and pick me up in his car to be home for Sunday dinner, and me and some friends had been drinking cider. And yeah, he fucking grassed me up, didn't he? For drinking cider on park. I thought, you absolute cock, because I know you did this at my age. So I thought, right, I see your game here. I know what I'm going to do. Next day, because I was a snidey little shit. I didn't want to make it like really obvious and bitter. So I went to play a film, and there's a tape in it. You see where we're going?
Oh, I see.
Like,
yeah.
Porno tape, 4-on-1 gangbang kind of thing. Now, as a teenage lad, I'm not going to say that that tape didn't get a viewing or anything first, because teenage lad, porn wasn't very accessible in those days. This is pre-internet, but I grassed him up for it. When he had his awkward conversation with mum and dad, he just came and looked at me and said, "I haven't got a brother." Didn't speak to me for a fucking week.
Oh, mate, disowned.
Nuclear response. I can't physically stand up to you at this age, so I know what I'm going to do. Psychological warfare. You're done. You're done, son. Come on. Answer back one of those.
No more gangbang wankathons for you now, mate. You're
going
done.
to have to go out to the fucking magazine in the woods.
Yeah, you're going to have to get the Argos or Little Woods catalogue out now. Use the lingerie section like a fucking weirdo.
Oh, the pages slips. I've just gone over an alarm clock. An X-Men alarm clock. Oh, actually, it's quite good APR. What was the worst thing you did to your sister, or vice versa?
Off the top of my head, I think it was the stashing drugs under a pillow scenario. Now that sounds a lot worse than it was, because it actually wasn't drugs. But we just got into a massive fight, and I just wanted to get some revenge on her. I think she winded me, actually. I think she must have like either punched me or kicked me right in the diaphragm, and I was just in absolute agony. I was like keeled over and everything. And then I thought, right, I'll get you back. So I went to the kitchen, got a little sandwich bag, and put a couple of scoops of like Ariel powder in it, and that's what I used as my little prop. And I just shoved it under a pillow. And then when my mum came home, I was like, Mom, Steph's got something under a pillow. Very, very subtly, as you can imagine.
Did you put like a full couple of scoops in it as well? As I was like, it was like 3 grams worth of coke or something for this like 15-year-old girl.
Yeah, because I mean, I didn't know what measurements or what what it was. It was. If you can just imagine a sandwich bag half full, it was pretty much like
That's convincing. Seems to smell a lot like jasmine for cocaine, and what are these little green bits in it?
Yeah, it's like the best smelling drugs ever. I think my mum saw straight through it because she probably smelt it and realised that's not what drugs are. And then I got in trouble more for it. So that kind of backfired.
I mean, she must have laughed at you that evening. To your dad or whatever.
Probably, yeah. They probably had a big laugh about it. I might talk to her about that again, actually, and just see her actual thoughts today are about it. But yeah, I don't think we did that many pranks, really, to be fair. It was mainly just fighting and punching.
Yeah. I didn't really have much of an option, I think, with the age gap. I probably ended up with broken ribs or something.
It was a full-on bloke. It was a full-on bloke beating up a kid. It
basically was, but if it was the same the other way around, I'd have done it, so...
Just boys being boys.
Yeah. Yeah.
Excuses are like arseholes. Everyone's got one, and they're all full of shit. Now, I say this because during lockdown, I'm running out of excuses. Do you remember, Chris, like before the whole lockdown thing, if somebody invited you out or, you know, they want you to stay out longer or ask you to do anything in particular, you'd either say yes or you'd have an excuse. Or you'd say yes and then make an excuse. So this is something I've just been kind of thinking about recently, because now we can't really get out of things because we're all stuck at home. Everyone knows where you are. And if someone says, I'll give you a call or a video chat or we'll do a quiz today, tomorrow, whenever, there doesn't have to be a specific time because you're always going to be in. What excuse can you give?
Yeah, it's really hard to get out of anything now, which is probably why there's a lot of people spending more time with their families on Zoom calls and quizzes and things like that than they've ever done, because you haven't got an excuse.
But it gets to a point where it's fun the first few times, isn't it?
It is. And don't get me wrong, it's nice to do it. The obligation bit is a bit annoying because I know it's fixed in no matter what. It's not because I don't want to spend time with anyone. It's not because I don't want to enjoy it when I'm on there. But it's just the thought of doing things. It's like, if going about this excuses thing, you know, you might say, fancy going out? Yeah, okay, whatever. And then it'll get to like an hour beforehand. I might be a bit tired or whatever. I'm thinking, I'm not really sure I could be bothered now. And I know I've had those excuses back as well. But you're never fucking honest, are you? And no one's honest with you about it. So it's, right, if someone says they're skint, they're probably not skint. It's because they can't be bothered. But if someone gives up some stupid thing like, random family visit that was unexpected, for instance, they are skint and they can't admit it.
Yeah, but if someone said to you blatantly, nah, I don't want to...
It's supposed to be quite rude, wouldn't
it? Yeah, exactly. It comes across as rude, and maybe there's different levels of excuses, though, isn't there? You've got to find the right one.
Do you find yourself really, when you are weighing up an excuse, that you spend ages doing it? Like, spend a good 10 minutes going back and forth, thinking of a backstory for your excuse.
But that's the danger. If you leave it too long, it then becomes suspicious, doesn't it?
I've had friends turn up and say they've forgotten their wallet and stuff like that before now. Seriously.
So they've come out and said they've forgotten the wallet?
Yeah.
Or... as an excuse to get out of paying?
Essentially, yeah. I'm just like, you're obviously just skint. Why don't you just tell me beforehand? And I'd probably say, that's fine, I'll float you a couple of pints. We can maybe pick up a few tinnies and go around one of our houses or something if you want, instead.
I think that's next level. That's more
cheek, innit?
Scam
that's
artist.
Cheek, innit, really?
Yeah, and cheek.
But I've had it, and there's one lad who, bless him, really good mate. I've lost touch with him a little bit since I've moved around a bit over the last couple of years. So I've only really seen him once properly in the last 5 years. And his excuse all the time is, I can't, it's my mate's birthday. How many fucking mates have you got?
But yeah, birthday, you were saying, birthday excuses are classic one. I'm just going to reel off a few classic excuses for you, Chris.
Go on then.
So there's... tell me if you've used any of these ones, all right?
Will do.
1, I have to be up early. 2, I'm skint. Just covered that one. 3, oh, sorry, not enough notice. 4, oh, it's raining outside. 5, oh, sorry, I forgot we had plans. And then final one, no.
Not an excuse, just more like I really can't be fucked.
Yeah, nah. Just a blatant no. But really they want to. They just don't like you.
Oh, dear.
Are there any other excuses, classic ones that you can think of?
Feeling under the weather's probably my number one if I need to get out of anything, because I just feel like it's sort of watertight. You can't be proven wrong because it's not like going to come round with a set of medical testing equipment. I have made up that I'm skint and I really can't. I need to pay for some unexpected bill or something like that. And it's probably when I've not actually been skint.
Yeah, that's a good one. When you get like my car's had to go in for MOT and it didn't pass, and I've had to pay hundreds out, so I'm skint.
There's been a mistake on my credit card bill.
Somebody's been downloading porn and subscribing.
Unexpected invoices come in. That sort of thing. Yeah, I've used a fair few of them in my time, don't get me wrong.
There's a lot of kind of aspects for making excuses. Could be if you're going out with a group of people, you don't really know their mutual friends, you can't be asked to socialise or mingle, you just want a one-on-one. It could be, like you said, the weather, the rain bit kind of thing. If it's raining, there's a lot of kind of strategy and logistics that have to go involved. Like, you try your best to like not get wet. So if you're going from your house, you've got to think, right, I've got to dash to the Uber. The Uber's got to be on time. And then you tried obviously to get dropped off directly outside the venue.
Yeah.
And then between there, you've got to try and think, well, where are we going next? And if it's somewhere miles away, you're like, well, I'm not going to walk in the rain. You might as well go somewhere nearby. And then all that is just too much, isn't it? And you just think, fuck it, I can't be arsed with all that.
We had experience of that not long ago, didn't we? Where we met up and we ended up going to, was it Headingley? Just because there were more bars closer together.
Yeah.
Because it was raining. And I used to find, like, when I was younger and going out, like say in my 20s or whatever, maybe even like late teens, early 20s, getting wet wasn't really a problem.
It wasn't, was it?
It being cold wasn't a problem.
Yeah.
Now, I just think, yeah, but I'll feel fucking ill tomorrow.
Yeah, and you're like, oh, I don't want to take a massive coat out with me. It's just going to be a nuisance all night. I'm going to have to get into the venue. I'm going to have to take it off. I'm going to have to dry it off. And now we're just like, we can't be arsed with that.
I feel like my looks have degenerated a lot more as well. So, because I've got older and more bloated and all the rest, I'm probably more self-conscious about having like piss wet through air and looking like absolutely shagged. Whereas like if I was 18 to 25 or whatever, I just didn't really care because I probably wouldn't remember the end of the night anyway.
They were the days.
So maybe that's part of the difference. Like you're in a bishop, you probably to an extent you become a little bit more vain in that sense because it's harder to make an effort now.
Yeah, definitely, mate. 100%
Whereas, like,
agree with that.
just putting your one shirt on when you were 19 wasn't really a problem.
But then you could just wear, your scraggy college clothes and stuff. Your Converse you didn't give a crap about. But now that we've full-time jobs, we've bought proper nice clothes that we're proud of. You don't want to go out and get it wet and ruined and all that rubbish.
I think last time we went out, we noticed that we'd actually made an effort, even though we were only going to a few pubs. Yeah. And we said to each other, like, oh, I was thinking of wearing shoes as well. So I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, we don't usually wear shirts, but I remember that odd time. We were just like, shit, we're both in shirts and shoes. What's going on here? Well, we'll just jazz it up a little bit.
Jazz it up a little bit to then go on what was one of the crappiest nights out ever.
At least it was all within walking distance.
Christmas. It was all within walking distance, but it was because it was like Boxing Day, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Or not long after Boxing Day. So everyone was skint and everything was dead. So it was really worth, improving our appearance for that, for literally no one to see us.
Yeah.
Might as well just gone out in our supermarket uniforms from being teenagers and drank cider on the park.
Playing Edward Cider Hands.
What a game.
What a game. I might do that in lockdown just for old time's sake. Well, next week I think you're turning 34, aren't we?
I am.
A bit older,
34
a little
next
bit
week.
wiser.
So I think we're going to have a bit of chat about birthdays. How are they different?
Yeah, and what you've learnt in the last year compared to the year before.
Yeah. And we'll probably talk about some epic disappointments on birthdays in terms of presents and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
Because we've all had it. Or getting in trouble on your birthday and that sort of thing.
Cool. So let's just do a quick summary, Chris, of what we've been confused about today.
Confusion. Why people believe in weird conspiracies. Confused about... A little bit confused as why siblings are so horrible to each other, actually, thinking about it. Why they fight all the time. Should be friends. Literally got a friend in your house, potentially.
Friend for life there,
yeah.
We're confused about why people were like drinking bleach and semen to cure themselves from corona as well. That's another confusion for us.
Yeah, and I think we are confused about why we use such shite excuses to get out of things, because now we all regret it to an extent, especially in the current climate of stuff. So
yeah, just be honest, people. No need to make crap excuses.
Be honest, but also make an effort with each other as well.
I suppose people are just going to be wanting to see people now, aren't they? There's going to be no excuses. They'll jump at the chance for it, won't they?
I'll jump at the chance of it, and after 2 weeks of being back, I'll just want to have a nice weekend in, doing nothing on my own again, and tell people I'm skint.
And the excuses could start again.
So a 2-week moratorium on excuses for going out and seeing your friends and family. So, yeah, just again, quick one. Thanks to everyone who's been listening and playing and downloading and all the rest. If you want to get updates from us, we've got a Facebook page now. Believe it or not, it's called Confusions of a 30-something. Other social accounts, Graham?
So the same for our Instagram and Twitter. It's the same handle at Confusions of a 30 or Confusion Sofa 30.
Yep.
As some people like to say.
Going after that DFS deal.
Got to do the cliche stuff. Don't forget to like, share, comment as well, people. Does mean a lot when we see feedback, because we do actually read it. We don't just disregard it, and we take it all on board as well. Yeah. So that's something that we're unique about.
We actually want you interacting with us. Give us stuff to talk about if you want. Raise some points with us. We'd be more than happy to do it. And if you're a troll dickhead, we'll just point out you're a troll dickhead and block you, and you'll have wasted your time. Yeah.
Argue with us. We don't care.
We'll argue with us all day. That's fine. Right, so I guess for everyone, you stay safe.
And we'll stay confused.
Ta-ra!